Welcome everybody to the Racers Elite Full Send Friday preseason race, brought to you by Sim Racing Media and the partner of the Racers Elite, new for this year, McConey Setup Shop. Use promo code Racers Elite and you can get money off of your setups from Premier Setup Shops. I'm Alan Bergen in the booth here tonight. And we are in for a treat here as these guys are getting ready to get gridded up here. Let's take you down to that grid right now and see how they're going to line up here as they are rocking and rolling. They're actually getting grid up. Steve Sizemore on the pole here tonight with David Shively to his outside. Steven Literal on the inside row number 3. And Rick Sanchez on his outside. Casey Wright is scheduled to start in that 5th position. Greg McConey is scheduled to start 6th. Starting 7th is Jimmy Reynolds. And Brandon Sanfilippo will start in that 8th position. 9th will be, Akari King Wright. And to his outside is David Null. Starting 11th will be Cody Carson. And Danny Jackson will start in that 12th position. Rick Kennedy will start 13th. Barry Nelson will start 14th. 15th will be Blair Holloman. 16th will go to Austin Norris. Frank Chavez will start 17th, while Pete Polini will start 18th. 19th will be Terry Fennell. And Timothy Yesbrand will start 20th. 21st will go to Daryl Sikeli, while Dwayne Davis will start 22nd. 23rd will go to Blake Davis, while Brett Bray will start 24th. 26th will go to Ray Seabrands. Andrew Tuff out of Hope Valley, Rhode Island will start in that 25th position. Mark May will start 27th, while Andrew Schroeder will start 28th. 29th will go to Truth Oak out of Hickory, North Carolina, while Mark O'Shea will start 30th. 30th first will go to Robin Young. Adrian Torres will start 29th, or 32nd rather. Steve Castle will start 33rd. 34th will go to Steve Vest, and rounding out your field will be Jack Kelly. Those are your 35 starters here tonight as we get trackside here to bring you all the action here of the Racers Elite. 85 laps is the distance here tonight. Real quick, look at the weather here. It is 78 degrees. And on the track, it is 116 degrees out. We get ready to come down to the green flag here. They're going to bring us through turns 3 and 4. "36 trucks strong here tonight." So 70-mile-an-hour pace laps, 85 laps is the scheduled distance. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, Greg McConey is hands down, I think, the truck to beat here tonight in this field. But who knows? It is Talladega, and anybody can win this race. At least they think they got a shot. But as Barney gets ready to bring the green flag in hand through the Echo Park restart zone, and green flag is out. We are racing here at Talladega. opening lap is going to be Steve Sizemore, rather. As we come to lap number 2, 83 laps to go. And like I said, these guys are cranked up crazy. It's going to be Rick Sanchez, Steve Literal, and Greg McConey right there in that third position. On the inside line, they're not going to swap positions too much here as we are coming down the short chute trial. And guess who it is? It is Rick Sanchez out to the front in that number 64 truck. Steve Sizemore right behind him. And that inside line's just got just a little more momentum than the outside line. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us on the Racing Relay Network and the Sim Racing Media Facebook page. To the outside. Sanchez goes to the outside, and here comes that number 76 truck. That's right. That's the 20. That's not the 27 truck. That's the 36 truck on the inside. He's running second. That's Steven Literal. We have 81 laps to go here. A little bit deeper in the field. Right now, Blair Holloman sets the fastest lap of the race with a 50.22. These drivers a little bit deeper in the field, playing, minding their P's and Q's, making a strategy move to stay in the back of the pack here. Blair Holloman will back that lap up. It's at 50.22. Who's going to get the fastest lap of the race this time? And it's going to be Harry Finnell with a 49.86, the fastest lap of the race so far, and he's got a great drafting partner there in that Home Depot truck. He's following Blair Holloman up through the field. Want to welcome in my broadcast partner for the evening, Mr. Emmett Crow.
Yeah, sorry about that, Alan. I guess my schedule got a little mixed up, but happy to be in here now, and we're in for a great race for sure.
Absolutely, you know. Here we are, 85 laps, and you know what a race this has been. What a good race this has been so far. You know, as I get the right screen up there, but you know, here we are, 7 laps in. But you know, better late than never. And right now, these guys are just minding their P's and Q's. It's a hot track here tonight. And I don't know about you, Shane, or Emmett rather, you can go to Race Cody Setup Shop and enter the code Racers Elite and get some money off your setup.
Well, I'll tell you, that 36 truck, that's old Stephen Luttrell. I watched that boy come over to the 4x Motorsports, came over to the mini stocks, put on a heck of a show, almost walked away with that championship, and then went over to the late models. Also came in a little bit late, but made a great run at it, and then got his first ARCA win, I believe at Nashville, I believe it was, or it might not have been Nashville. I think it might have been, I can't remember what short track it was, but yeah, I got to see Stephen Luttrell get that first win. So great to see him in this league as well.
Yeah, it's great to see him running up front there behind the 29 truck of Jimmy Reynolds. Now, you didn't miss much. Look, I tell people all the time, in the words of Bert Kreischer, a great comedian, right?
Yes.
If you're not in the NASCAR or racing, watch the last 10 minutes of a race. As we got our first caution of the night, and it looks like Andrew Schroeder may be involved. Let's see what happened here. That's not the camera one.
Good looking shot of the spring right there.
Look, I love a good shot of the spring, but we really just need to get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah, just like just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's see what happened here with Andrew Schroeder in a number 48 truck. Excuse me. So we're going to rewind this to about right here. And
oh, somebody's coming into pit.
Yeah, you're not supposed to park there.
For real.
Let's see what happened to Mark Mann. Mark Mann. And okay, here we go.
So they were coming into pit.
I don't think that that Mark Mann or Andrew Schroeder, expected Brett to put it on the apron that quickly. And I mean, we're only 7 laps into an 85 lap race, but nonetheless, here comes literally the whole field down here on lap number 10 with 76 laps to go. While we're under caution here, Emmett, I tell you what, man, and ladies and gentlemen, fans of all kinds out there, we here in St. Louis tomorrow are under an extreme heat warning starting at noon.
I feel bad.
Emmett, you down there in Oklahoma live every day in an extreme heat warning.
Yeah, Oklahoma, Texas, same thing. I think it's going to be 99 today for the high today. And we're at 93 right now.
Mother Nature's got 99 problems and you ain't one.
For real.
But nonetheless, it's going to be a hot one tomorrow night. So, tomorrow morning. So, I came in from work, mowed the grass, come to broadcast.
Well, I totally forgot. My bad. My wife was telling me, she was like, I said, I can't remember if I have one or not tonight or not. And she said, well, you told me you did. And I said, I can't remember what it was. And I looked on the schedule and I couldn't see it. I didn't look at Racers Elite though. But yeah, so my bad about this, but I'm glad to be in here now.
Yeah, nonetheless, here you are. Better late than never. We have 70 laps to go here. Wow, I cannot think. We cannot do math tonight. We are doing St. Louis math at its best. As, you know, we get ready to get lined up 2 by 2 behind that iRacing.com pace truck, that Chevy Silverado. We're going to keep an eye on this track temperature all night long, as it is on the north side of 100 degrees, and that's what the heat index is going to be probably around Tuesday here in the St. Louis area. But nonetheless, you could fry an egg.
Yeah, definitely.
As we starting to get lined up here, we should be getting lined up this time by. Some shade over the racetrack, that's going to help the, there we go, the lights are out this time by. Luttrell and Reynolds will be on the front row. Adrian Torres, though, in that 001 truck, has moved up 17 spots from where he started at. Pete Polini is right where he started at in 18th.
Sam Flippo had a great run going in that Xfinity race at Darlington, but got caught up in some late race
Shenanigans?
carnage. Yeah, shenanigans.
I almost don't want to say that because of the police chief and Super Troopers, but
yeah, I was about to say, but his shenanigans are different than our shenanigans, and their shenanigans are different than their shenanigans.
We're hoping for no shenanigans tonight, as we are under our first caution of the evening here. Oh, once again, I want to thank everybody here at the Racing Elite Network and the Sim Racing Media Facebook page. And I tell you what, tonight, so if you put in the promo code Racers Elite, you get 20% off your first month of subscriptions. And I tell you what, 20% off. You know how much that is? So like, their NASCAR subscriptions, I've owned them. You can get their whole NASCAR subscription as we get ready to come back to green. And they give you the Xfinity, the truck, the Cup. And here we go. Green flag is getting ready to come back out. Steven Luttrell, Luttrell, through the Echo Park restart zone. And back to green flag we go.
Yeah, Steven Luttrell gonna hop out to a good lead. Great restart for Steven Luttrell.
I mean, this is a great turnout. 35 trucks. I mean, it took the green flag on a Friday night. And one is, you know, on pit road getting some repairs done. And a lap down. I think Brett Bray may have just won the race at the beer stand. I'm not for sure.
Oh, dang. You hate to hear that.
Yeah, already too. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Things happen. He might have had a date night he forgot about with a significant other. And hold on, honey, let me park the truck. I've been there.
I see him over at the concession stand eating the chicken salad sandwich.
Getting some Nashville hot chicken. But nonetheless, here we are. That inside line starting to pull away. Now here's the thing. I mean, we've seen this time and time again. Here comes Greg McConey. Now Greg McConey is probably one of the best to, in my opinion, to work a draft. Now he's got partner Blair Holloman right behind him. And somewhere in that fifth position, you'll find Brandon Sanfilippo. Now, Emmett, if you ever find yourself in a room with Greg McConey in the public forum or in the league, like a pick-up race like this, he will coach you. He's almost like a coach in the draft, you know? Now, last night in the Racing League Cup Series, we had our preseason race. I did get to race our broadcast partner extraordinaire, Mr. Shane Cochran.
Oh wow! I wish I could have tuned in for that.
Now, unfortunately, I had won the race to the beer stick. So Shane is up 1-0, but he said his car got a little loose when it smelled Carl Jepson's Malort. Look, I literally do have a sponsor named Larts on my car.
Larts?
You ever heard of it?
I don't think I have.
Go look it up.
Larts.
Yeah, Malarts. There's a funny commercial that goes along with it. But nonetheless, here we are. To the outside, Greg McConey bringing Blair Hollerman right with him. That outside line starting to gain momentum here. As we are 16 laps into this 85 lap affair. You know, a number of drivers wanted us to get them in the broadcast booth under caution, and you know, low key, I hope we don't go caution. But I like to stay green. I like the action to be fierce. I'm not a wreck kind of guy. I like to do smart racing.
Yeah, definitely.
Making a little adjustment here to broadcast booth, but here we go. Greg McConey, one of the best to do it. Switching up that number to number 16, channeling his inner Greg Biffle and getting to the front.
This is a sight to see, Alan, because like I said, all I saw Stephen Luttrell on was the short tracks, and to see him on the biggest track in NASCAR leading is just truly remarkable.
Leading the Racers Elite. And, you know, on Tuesday night, you can find this truck series on the McConey Entertainment YouTube channel. As they are broadcasting the truck series. You can even watch me tear it up in the trucks. As I finished third, or not 10th, or no, wait, 9th at Charlotte. Wow. During our preseason race, Tuesday night. And then, you know, Emmett, we finally, on Wednesday nights, we finally bring back the Racers League Cup Series to the family of races, you know, family of race leagues here, and with the Racers League Xfinity Series live here on the Racers League Network and the Sim Racing Media Facebook page. Wow. Yeah. And guess who's the voice of that series? Me. Me and you, buddy. Me and you. Wednesday night.
Sounds good to me.
All season long.
Where did we run at last Wednesday? I was at Darlington. That's right.
Yeah. We're only preseason, and your races are already starting to run together. Here we are.
Dude.
Greg McConey to the outside. Needs a little help from his friend. Just doesn't have it. The outside's just a little bit better. Here they come out of 2. Or 4, rather. Wow. I need to learn track comparison. Greg McConey going to do a little bit of side drafting. And can't quite get there. Greg McConey to the lead. He's going to bring Blair Hallerman right along with him. He's running third. You know, here's the thing. I mean, on a super speedway, I'd rather be running third than to be running first.
Yeah, definitely. Looking at this, I mean, we're still, you know, Alan, actually, I would want to be back in the back. I think back to 2008. With Carl Edwards, you know, 2008, 2009, when Carl Edwards hung out at the back all day. And then made his way up only to be, you know, taken out by Brad Keselowski into the fence. But yeah, I like to ride around in the back, and then when it gets time, then that's when you make your move and go to the front.
Exactly. So now Graham McConaughey leading the inside line, and here comes Blair Holloman. He's got Barry Nelson in that 196 truck trying to help him out. But guess who's stalking that outside line there in the 98 truck? That's Andrew Tuff out of Hope Valley, Rhode Island. Excuse me.
Yeah, he always, him and the old boys from Chicken Coop Racing, they always get those trucks, you know, lined up and to finish great at Talladega. Seems like every race I've called with you.
Well, it was funny. So, you know, for a while there, me and my buddy Matt, we would get in the booth together. You know, these races here, these 85 lap races, they would actually go caution free. And we actually had a pretty good streak going of caution free races. They go rag to rag. And you're going to see that a lot during the Xfinity season, where some of these races, they would go flag to flag, green to checkers without a caution. And that's what this league is known for. They're very safe. And they only have like 4 seats left to fill. So if you want to race in the Racer Elite Xfinity Series on Wednesday night, talk to Andrew Tuff. You know, there is some criteria that you got to meet, and you know, you just got to have a B license and at least 1,000 iRating, and you got to run in a couple of their free races that they have. But season 7 of the Xfinity Series, as it took a break last year, and then next Friday you can watch Wilson Friday here on the Racer Elite Network, as I will be at the Prater Classic next Friday in Fairbury, Illinois. So I'll be watching some mud get slung around. Blair Holloman dropping to the back. He's going to lose wholesale positions, as I think that's going to be a strategy move. He's had enough of the front there.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit of side drafting there. That number 2 truck. That's Rick Kennedy Jr. You know, there's one good way to get some TV time, and that's the mail truck.
Oh, there they go.
Crash. Barry Nelson involved, and a whole host of others. That's going to spark the second caution of the evening here on lap number 24. That happened literally right in front of us. And, let's go to Barry Nelson. So they got a fresh race, so you might turn that around here. Oh no. Crew hook involved.
True.
Man, he just hated Robin Young and the Miller Light Truck, the beer can from Milwaukee. Tough break. I think that's going to end in the nights of a couple of drivers as they are on pit road getting their services done. Well, I mean, it's that time of the evening where we're going to go ahead and pick on I love doing this. We're going to pick on a couple of drivers. I hope they get used to this. But the first victim here, or the first, I wouldn't say victim, I'd say the first contestant on The Price is Right will be none other than Andrew Tupton at number 98 truck. Once he comes down and gets his pit services, which not seeing. Yeah, Andrew Tupton's coming down pit road right now. So once he comes out, we will have a chat with Mr. Andrew and get his opinions on the race here tonight. Troy Thomas not in the field. Wholesale pit stops are going to begin. And just like that, we're going to go ahead and catch Andrew Tutt as he comes off the road. Andrew, it's Emmett and Alan up here in the Races Elite Network booth in the SRM booth. How's it going?
Hey, I got you. Not to get run across this line here.
Oh man, yeah, definitely. But here we are, 35 trucks signed into pits tonight. Here we are, only 26 laps in, 2 cautions. Not bad, not bad. What's it going to take to get that 98 Ford F-150 up to the front?
Kind of taking a while to build a run, so I think if you're going to win this thing, you're going to have to be somewhere top 5 or so. And then the temps get hot pretty quick, which I'm surprised by because it's kind of cool, at least ambient wise. So I think it's just going to be track position, and once it gets 3 wide, maybe it'll be easier to get through the pack. Up in the 3rd lane, but nobody's really been brave enough to try it yet. But when we're 2 wide here, we're pretty even both lanes, so just tough to pass. And I think you'll want to be up there. Keep your track position.
I was telling Emmett earlier at the top of the show that right now the track temperature is going to be the heat index here in St. Louis next week. So I don't know how you nailed it, but nonetheless, once again, we want to remind everybody here that if you enter the code Racers Elite at Makoni, get 20% off your first month of subscription there at Makoni Setup Shops. Andrew, this has been, and me and you talk all the time off air, throughout the week, and we want to thank Makoni for coming on board with you guys here, especially in your truck series.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge upgrade in the booth this season across all 3 series, really. So just never been more excited for the start of a season.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to return you back down to the Misfits. Good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you on the other side.
Thanks, fellas. Going to try to survive here.
Absolutely. And that was the voice of Andrew Tutt. We're going to get him back down. Normally he races the chicken coop racing, but tonight, not enough of the chickens entered the coop. So he's going to be a misfit.
I'll tell you what, Alan, let's get old Stephen Luttrell in the booth.
Well, we're getting ready to go back to green, so on the next caution, we will get him in the booth.
All right. Yeah,
definitely. You're not gonna figure, are you?
No, no. Trust me.
A little bit?
No, I'm professional. No, Stevens has become a good buddy of mine. Like I said, running in the FWM, ARCA, and mini stock, and what else? I think he ran late model and modified with them. So, yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and go on board with Stephen Luttrell. 4 hours. Look, he's from on the other side of Missouri, there in Kansas City. Probably a huge Chiefs fan, maybe a huge Royals fan.
I saw that paint scheme and I just recognized it. That's how I saw it. I do. And then when you said Stephen Literal, I was like, "Hey, old Stephen's in here."
Hey, on the west side of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, representing as we get ready to go on board with Stephen here and that number 36 truck. We hit the green flag, and there we go. Green flag is out. And Dwayne Davis got a huge jump. Not that I'm overly concerned about it. We come up through the gear, 3rd gear. Stephen Luttrell on the outside line. Can't get a run. He's got some help on his run.
I wish I could get into this. For some reason, I couldn't get into the server to spectate. I wish I could get in and see what race control has to say about that restart.
I can send you on a mission. You think I'm joking?
Yeah, let's pull race control in here and see what they got to say about the restart.
Race control is busy at the moment, but we will definitely get them in there. If you want to drop down the race control, you can ask her about the restart. Meanwhile, we got action 3 wide. Steven Luttrell to the lead. He's gotten the 29 of Jimmy Reynolds right behind him. We got our 3 wide. Couple guys up there venturing into that outside zone. And the extreme outside. Here we go. And then we got Corey Wright in that 27 truck right there behind him. We got more action in a Waffle House at 3 a.m. These guys are spread out top and the bottom. 29 laps, 28 laps in the history book. Dwayne Davis back there and in that 32nd spot. We got breaking news in the garage area. What's up, Jim? What do you got?
After speaking with race control, the restart is under review. They're taking a look at it right now.
They are thank you. Great reporting there, Emmett, from the pit lane. 30 laps of 85, 29 laps in the book. Dwayne Davis down there in that, 32nd position, riding all on his own, and he is going to be making a unscheduled pit stop. I believe they're going to penalize Dwayne Davis, not Steven Luttrell. Steven Luttrell right there, and he's got the 43 truck to his outside. That's there.
Wow.
I'm not even going to try that one. I tried it once.
Great eyes, Alan. We had great eyes right there, because we saw that, and both me and you, he asked each other, is that going to be under review?
Absolutely. And here comes Andrew Tuff driving down to the inside lane. Behind Brandon to flip over the inside line, getting the momentum here. Oh boy, here we go. Greg Tony riding in that nice position. And yellow is out again.
Oh, man.
Oh, we got a whole host of drivers this time. Starting with Steve Sizemore.
Oh, my gosh.
Ooh.
Oh, my gosh, he tagged him twice.
Oh, man.
Man.
And
hard contact. He hit him twice, though. He got him loose the first time, and then he got back into him and turned him completely around. Wow.
I think that some Christmas card lists got a little bit shorter.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to see if these guys are going to go down pit road. We got a couple guys on the apron. I mean, they only got minimum tire sets here.
Mm-hmm.
So, a couple guys on the apron there. Maybe trying to save gas here. Not even halfway yet. And Barney's arm is already getting worked out. Like, I hope it's arm day for Barney. Barney's a flagman. If this keeps going on, he might go on strike or ask Andrew Tutt for a raise.
For real.
These guys are going to come down pit road once again. Might be unlimited sets of tires here tonight. Not for sure.
Might be.
Well, if there are, then some of these guys are going to, come down and get tires every time. And since they're going to run 10-lap beat races.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. But the thing about Talladega is you don't really think about tire wear as much as, tape or overheating or anything like that. So I mean, yeah, tires do come into play, but I mean, at the most, you want to take two, either rights or lefts. You know, it's a two-tire call for this race. You know, usually.
Well, Emmett, I have a surprise for you.
Is it?
We're gonna bring Stephen Luttrell up to the booth.
All right.
You have him.
Stephen Luttrell. This is Emmett Crow in the Racers Elite booth. How you doing, man?
You all right? What's going on?
Not much. Hey, when I hopped in here and saw the 36, I was telling Alan, I was like, I recognize that car. Seeing you on the short tracks and you're killing it right now on the super speedway. How's your truck feel?
The truck feels pretty good. I like this setup. It's a little on the faster side, so it drafts pretty well. But the tires lasting pretty good. We're just gonna try to get back up front here. I'd rather be up there.
All right. Well, this is definitely different than driving a mini stock. And good luck. We'll see you. See if you can take home the win tonight.
It is. I'm gonna try. Thanks.
One
No
thing
problem.
before we get Steven out of here, I gotta know, being from Kansas City, are you? I know you're a Chiefs fan, but are you a Royals fan or are you a Cardinals fan?
I don't know what those teams are. Is that
He doesn't know
that-
baseball.
is that baseball thing?
That's that baseball thing.
Yeah. No.
That's
If you made me pick, I'd say Royals.
Oh boy. Well, good luck, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side.
Copy that. Hopefully we do.
Right, we're gonna get him down to the.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, the fact that he had to ask what baseball was. I mean, you're killing me, Smalls.
I'd like to go see the Negro Leagues Museum in Kansas City sometime. Be cool. Satchel Paige, Hank.
I tell you what,
Hank
though,
Brown.
in Kansas City, the thing to do in Kansas City for me, last time I was there, was to go to the Kemper Art Museum. If you take a look through that, and you're just be mesmerized. But anyways, we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing. Rick Kennedy.
Hold up. I would not take you to be an art guy.
You know, I think it's cool. I like a lot of abstract art as we come down the back straightaway. I like a lot of abstract art, stuff that doesn't really make sense.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, sometimes I don't make sense, but nonetheless. Brandon
Well,
Sanfilippo,
that's awesome.
Rick Kennedy on the front row as we get ready to come back to Green Flag Racing.
Rick Kennedy trying to deliver all that mail, trying to get her done.
He's got 2 ton of fan mail. It's an old SNL sketch.
Rain nor shine, snow or no, the mail will get delivered. Here we go.
I think you memorized that slogan.
I don't think that's how it goes.
Nonetheless, Rick Kennedy, Brandon Sanfilippo on the front row. So we get ready to come down through the Geico restart zone. Andrew Tuff there finds himself in that 3rd position. Now, when we come back to green, all pun intended, Rick Kennedy is going to have to haul the mail.
He's going to have to deliver right here.
I mean, he's going to be faster than the Pony Express.
He's going to have to sign it, seal it, and deliver it.
Well, we're back to Green Flag Racing here. As Rick Kennedy does exactly what we said he needed to do. Now, he's got a lot of separation between him and Andrew Tuff. Brandon Sanfilippo, though, on the outside line. And here comes that 602 truck of Robin Young. There's the battle of the beer can. Or the only beer can in the truck, or in the field.
I'll tell you, the thing about Talladega is if you get out too far in front of the field, then you're a sitting duck on a pond and you ain't moving, because the thing is the energy from the draft and all these trucks, when they get up to speed and these trains are going to come roaring by you like a freight train, and they're going to just pass you standing still. So I like to stay. Oh, now I'll tell you what I want, what I would like to happen if I'm leading. I want that second place truck to push me as far away from the field as possible. Then me and him can duke it out for the win. If he doesn't pass me, then I'll be happy.
Well, just as you say that, Danny Jackson and that number 18 truck and Andrew Tubb are pushing Rick Kennedy and the male to the out to the front. Now the outside line is being commanded by the 12 truck of Brandon Sanfilippo, and he's leading the charge with a 602 truck of Robin Young. Then back there, the third truck in line is a truck that is near and dear to my heart, as Kyle Petty ran this paint scheme for a while, and that is the Ford truck there. I'm going to zoom in on this truck, and for those that are about 40 years old, this truck right here brings back memories of my childhood. That is a Frosted Flakes truck, and I stand corrected. That was nobody that ran that truck, but it's a Kellogg's truck, and that would have been Terry Labonte back in the 90s.
Terry Labonte won the Southern 500 in that Frosted Flakes truck back in, when was that, 2004, 2003?
I believe so.
So you were right. I'll tell you, Larson had a sweet throwback to that scheme this year at Darlington.
Oh,
yeah. That was awesome.
Speaking of Kyle Larson, so Kyle Larson goes Eldora and races in a series that he owns, the High Limit Sprint Car Series, and bags $100,000 in payday.
Well, I was a little not happy when I saw Ritzel won the night before.
Aaron Reitzel. Only he won on a DQ.
Yeah, and it's funny because he's been DQ'd himself.
For 3/4 of an inch, he gets DQ'd.
I thought he could run titanium. But yeah, David Gravel. Yeah, I agree. That was heartbreaking. But yeah. So here's my beef with Ritzel, right? So the All-Stars came down here to Wichita Falls, and I met Brock Zierfoss. Zierfoss was awesome. Well, when I went to talk to Ritzel, he was such a stuck-up, you know what. So yeah, that's why I when Ritzel got DQ'd that one time, I was like, haha, that's funny.
Nonetheless, here we are. A pass for the lead. Brendan Sanfilippo to the front of the field, to the front line. He's going to drive down to the inside line. That's what these guys do at this racetrack. They will drive to the inside line. Now, checking in some motorsports news around the world here. At Farmer City, they have the Mars Championship Late Model Series and Modified. 28 drivers signing in with that series right there. And so far they are now the heat races. They have 3 heats, each taking the top 5, so there will be a consi for most of these guys. And heat 1.
Big wreck.
Whoa, we got a big wreck. Blake Davis. Oh no, not the Frosted Flakes, John.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
I like that. That's awesome.
That's the one of the night right there.
You're not wrong. That was good. Left 41, and here we are under caution once again.
I was sorry to interrupt you, Alan, but yeah, they were. I thought you saw it, so that's why I said, "Oh, I wasn't gonna say that." I was like, "Oh wait, there's a wreck."
That's okay. That's okay.
In ARCA news, Brendan Butterbean McQueen won today at Dover.
I feel like that's a good track for him. It's
I
got a
feel,
short-
I think he's going to make his truck debut at IRP, I believe, driving the 07 truck.
that would be really cool to see.
He's driving the 07 truck somewhere. I think it's IRP. Yeah, I think it is because they're hyping it up. But yeah, Brendan Queen, not McQueen, not Lightning McQueen. But yeah, old Butterbean, that boy, he can drive. I'll give it to him.
Man.
Season he's had.
Well, here we are under the caution for the fourth time. And Emmett, we look. I'm spinning the ones and twos, so guess what? I think we're gonna make the decision here to go commercial free. So, that being said, we're gonna torture another driver. Not really torture. We're gonna get the number 32 truck. Blair Holloman did the move. Hey Blair, it's Emmett and Alan up in Yes but how's it going?
Oh, it's going good, guys. How's your evening going up there?
Look, you told me I get to pick on you as much as I want. You don't give me those rights, because I will pick on you.
Hey, it's all fair game.
Nonetheless, another awesome paint scheme. And here we are at Talladega. I love the throwbacks that you do. And Emmett, Blair Alleman always does a throwback. My favorite scheme of Blair Alleman was the Dale Earnhardt scheme.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, we got quite a few more for this upcoming season. You'll see a few more that I haven't run on the track just yet. It's the theme of this season's Chance 2 Motorsports. So if you remember what Truex and Dale Jr. ran between 2004 and 2005, there's quite a few different things that will appear on the track.
So we will see the Taco Bell truck at some point.
Oh, you will see that. And there's a couple other fun ones you'll see too.
AFC. Menards. Yep.
Well, here we are under caution. Blair, how's the truck feel?
This setup feels quite interesting. Feels pretty stable when you're getting pushed. When you're pushing somebody, the rear of the truck does feel kind of light. But the big thing is when you're pushing somebody along, this thing gets hot really quick. So when we get toward the end of the race there, like normally when you're bump drafting, you want to keep a little gap and maybe try to pack a little air in the grill opening when you get a chance. But when we get toward the end here, somebody's just going to have to be the sacrificial lamb and stay locked on for a lap and a half or two and let it be it.
So real quick before we get you back down to your team, before we get you back to your footsteps, at a race like this on a Friday night, 35 cars, how does it feel to be able to just let your hair down and kind of get after it and not really worry about points?
It's a lot nicer when you ain't got nothing to worry about. It's quite nice in that regards. It's like if I wad up the truck, I won't feel bad because there's really nothing to lose. I'm here to have fun, and I'm definitely having some fun.
Definitely, as the lights are out on that everything that Cup race car, we're gonna get you back down to the Misfits, and hopefully we'll be talking to you on the other side.
Thank you guys. Hopefully there at the end. I'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, and we'll get you back to your team.
Thank you guys.
And that was Blair Alleman out of the Zuyos Racing. Once again, I want to remind everybody here that if you go to McConey Setup Shops and enter the code Racers Elite, here's what you get for doing so. You get 20% off 20% off the first month of subscriptions. It's just Racers Elite. So
Is that lowercase or capitalized?
it's capitalized R, capital E. As we get ready to come back to the Geico restart zone, Greg McConey will find himself out front as we come down to the green flag. 3, 2, 1, maybe, nice and easy. Green flag is out. We are racing once again here at Talladega.
Does that restart zone say Racers Elite on it?
I wish it did, but it does not.
I thought it did for a second. I was like, wow.
Greg McConey doing Greg McConey things as we enter turn number 1 and 2. Austin Norris doing Austin Norris things, being on the inside line. Like Blair Holloman said in an interview here just a minute ago. At some point, someone's going to be the second lane.
And you don't want it to be you for sure, trust
You
me.
definitely don't want it to be you.
Oh, Latrell!
Latrell trying to make his way through the field, trying to get back in front of the 2 trucks ahead of him.
Is it Kelly and Norris?
What kind of
Don't
truck is
Kevin
that?
LePage. Don't Kevin LePage the field right there.
Those are double bubble trucks. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, look at that. They're going to put a bubble right around Stephen Latrell and try to get the little push from him to get up to the front.
Look, I'm easily amused, right? We're gonna go forward with Austin Norris. That's Littlefoot.
Yep.
The
That's
land
a
before
really-
time.
This is in memory of Ray Thomas.
I don't know who Ray Thomas is, but I can tell you one thing. Stephen Latrell is now up second.
Yep. You just set me up and I'm knocking them out of the park.
Well, at least one of us.
And
Oh boy.
Kelly's hoping that that bubble don't pop because him and Latrell are in a bubble of their own and they are scooting away from the field.
Daryl Zucchelli there in the double bubble truck. I mean, right now, Stephen Latrell is giving Daryl Zucchelli the business right now.
Whoa.
Either Rachel.
With 39 laps to go.
Well, at least someone's mapping.
Yeah, really. Well, that's what I need my ITVO on here so I can see it because, but yeah, for some reason it wouldn't let me spectate the session.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know why.
What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and step aside and take a commercial break here. And we're going to go side by side. You hold this thing here and send me a thing. We'll be right back. we just go under caution right when we come back from break here, and let's see who this one's involving. We're going to slow the action down here on lap number 53. Jack Kelly is the one who comes up. And ouch. We want the other forward. You ever do that, Emmett? Get in your car and think you put it in and drive and really it goes in reverse?
Yeah, or you put it in reverse, you think you're in reverse and you go and drive.
So here we are, going to back it up to about right there.
That Blair Holloman that gets in the back?
Yep. It's
Oh
too
my
good
God.
of a run, and you can't park there. Either that or Blair Holloman's not a Days of Thunder fan.
Look back at that hit though, Alan. I mean, that truck was going full speed and then it just stopped. Wow. It's a lot of force taken right there.
We're going to back it up to about right there, and then right there. There's the impact. Oh, man. That truck almost disintegrates.
Well, Blair Holloman said that somebody had to be the sacrificial lamb, and
I think it was Jack Kelly.
I think so too.
Look, I've seen Days of Thunder. I grew up on that movie. All Days of Thunder is Top Gun 2. It's just Top Gun with race cars instead of fighter jets.
Yeah, and there's rumors that Days of Thunder 2 will be coming out soon.
I hope so, but I don't. Look, whenever someone has a sequel, like, I don't know, 40 years later, I don't really hold out a whole lot of hope.
I mean, they did a good job with Top Gun Maverick.
True.
And Tom Cruise is the one that wanted to do it, but I wonder if they're going to get, what's his name that played Harry? Robert Duvall to play Harry.
I have no idea, but do you know who that movie was based about? What rivalry it was based about? Here's a little bit of trivia for you.
It was based on, wasn't it based on Earnhardt and Waltrip?
No, close. So the
Earnhardt and Gordon.
Nope. The basis of that movie was based off the rivalry of Jeff Bodine and Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, Jeff Bodine. Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
So back when, the scene where Rowdy Burns and Cole Trickle are driving to meet Bill France. Here's a tidbit of useless information for you. That really did happen, so they had a meeting in Daytona Beach, Florida, which when you get in trouble with NASCAR, and Big Bill France wanted to talk to you outside of the big red truck, you would go have dinner with Bill France. And so it was Rick Hendrick, Harry Hyde, Dale Earnhardt, and Jeff Bodine. And they went to dinner, and Big Bill France said, "This is where you're gonna be." And in that meeting, he says, "If you so much as make contact in so many words, he's gonna park both cars, strip them down to nothing, and then rebuild them. And if you get it done in time, and they pass inspection," he said, "I might let you get back on the racetrack."
Well, we definitely need Big Bill France back in the sport of NASCAR for sure.
Yes.
If only Brian France when I got that DUI.
So that's the tidbit of the night for you. As we get ready to come back to Green Flag Racing, Stephen Luttrell on the front row. with Corey Wright. Greg McConey back there in that third position. You know, we got less than, I want to say we got about 20, 25 to go.
About
I think my math is mathing.
9. Oh,
Carried
about
along.
29 to go. 26. 20. No, 30. 30 to go. Yep.
What is it?
There's-
I don't think your math is mathing now.
No, it is because the 5 make that 15. Takes out the 6, that's 9, and then you take out the 8, make that 7. So that'd be 2.
Yeah, when we come back to green, we'll have 28 laps to go. I got a calculator in front of you. When you get a calculator in front of you, your math will math.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what she said at first. I thought she said 48 laps to go.
28.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. My
No,
bad. I
if
didn't
we
mean
had-
to correct you.
48 laps to go would be back on like what, 30, 40, 30 something. I don't know. But nonetheless, Steven Luttrell, Corey Wright going to bring us back to green flag action, as Barney the flagman's got the green flag in hand, as he's going to wait out for the 5th time tonight. You know, Barney the flagman is the only person that's employed by Irish that doesn't ever ask for it.
For real. Little bit cakey.
Here we go, 28 laps to go. Steven Luttrell back out in front, doing Steven Luttrell thing, as he's got the 08 truck of Steve Sizemore right on his tail, and here comes the outside line, trying to gather some momentum. Now, Greg McConey is riding in that second position, and Corey Wright is, right in front of number 8. I'll bet you dollars to donuts Greg McConey is coaching Corey along here.
Well, I'll tell you a story about old Steven Luttrell. So we were running at Rockingham, and I'm sitting there and I see the Discord, and he says, "Hey, can I get in last minute?" They said, "Yeah, you'll start from the back." And he gets in last minute, goes out, wins the race at Rockingham.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's what I said. I've seen this dude on the short tracks, but pretty impressive what he's doing on NASCAR's biggest track.
NASCAR's biggest track, making it happen here. Coming down the backstretch. These guys have not tried to make it 3 wide. Greg McConey and Corey Wright getting it done here. Steven Luttrell trying to be a part of this party, as they are stacked up 2 wide. About 10 rows deep right behind this front 3 cars here. As we are coming down to get 27 laps to go here.
Oh, Alan, did you know that if you use the promo code Racers Elite on the Macarami setup shop, then you get 20% off your first subscription?
The first month. I mean, that's a look.
First month, wow.
Yeah, your first month subscription. And I tell you what, their setup. I did run their, their late models, pro late models, their sprint cars, 360, their sprint car pack, their late model pack, and their NASCAR pack. They have so many more. Go check those guys out over at McConey Stuff. We are working on number 27 laps to go. Make that 26 laps to go, rather. Promo code Racers Elite, capital R, Racers, all lowercase after the R, capital E, Elite, all lowercase after the E. I mean, I don't use them anymore because I use somebody else. But nonetheless, these setup shops, they do, people like me and people like people that, have a full-time job and don't essentially get to sit down and mess with setups. So we buy these setups, let other people put in the footwork, and we get to go out and win races with them.
Haven't won with the setup yet.
Actually, the guys that you're seeing here on this awesome race here tonight, they are actually running Maconi setups. And speaking of Maconi, Greg Maconi out to the lead here. As we got Corey Wright and Steve Sizemore. As Steve Luttrell in danger of falling out of the top 5 here on lap number 61, 25 laps to go.
Flippo trying to get that side draft. You better be careful, he's going to go around.
Well, now we got a car up there on the extreme outside line.
Wow. Oh, hard into the wall.
Twice.
He's into the wall.
Don't want to do that too many times.
Because arrow means everything here.
I feel like arrow means everything anywhere right now.
Oh, for real. Like any sport now, even the short tracks. Like, it's so crazy.
New leader for a moment there. That was Austin Norris. Hey, Greg Maconi says not so fast.
Like Lee Corso saying, not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast. Oh, they're getting awful antsy right now. Lap 63 of 85. 62 laps into the history to go. Steven Luttrell on the inside line, being mired back in that 5th position. Austin Norris, no relation to Chuck. Here he goes on the outside line. That inside line though just has a slight advantage.
Here's a little useless fact about Chuck Norris. He's actually from Ryan, Oklahoma.
Do you know he's a Texas Ranger?
His name's Walker. But yeah, Chuck Norris from the little town of Ryan, about 300 people. No, about 500, 600, 700 people.
As we are starting to get cranked up to crazy here, we are coming down to get lap number 65. And that will put us at 20 laps to go here. Make it 21 laps to go. We'll cross the stripe this time by. So just a short distance. 20 laps for me equates to about 30. Watching. I mean, 20 laps is a long time.
Yeah, we're definitely now. If we were at Bristol, 20 laps would go up in a minute, in a matter of seconds. But yeah, I mean, 20 laps here at Talladega that's agonizing, especially if you're a driver, because you're just seems like an turn up, man.
Austin Norris almost Chuck Norris the whole field.
Well, like Kevin LePage the whole field.
That's fair. As we have somehow become 3 wide here with the first 3 rows and a little bit more. Right now, Andrew Tubb working his way through the middle of the field here. The 3 trucks that I'm not sure are going to have an easy time doing it. Because we now have 20 laps to go. There's 20 laps to go here for the Racers Elite preseason. Now this is the preseason to the full scent Friday that Andrew Tubb is putting on, which is essentially an all super speedway series with different cars.
Yeah, definitely different cars. You see right here, doing a big push. That's gonna be, is that Cubby Wright going to do?
So Steve Sizemore is on the outside, and right now you got Corey Wright.
Corey Wright.
Corey Wright, yep. And then you got Austin Smith or Austin Norris there, and then Greg McConey is right behind the Jaguar cars.
Tell you, Sizemore getting that big push from. Is that San Filippo giving him a big shot?
Maybe.
Yes. San Filippo is pushing Sizemore, pushing to the lead. San Filippo's getting a shot from Andrew Teft. So we got a caution on the track. Oh, hard contact!
And that's going to be Danny Jackson Jr. with the hard contact. Let's see what happens. Oh, no!
Oh, man. Almost up and over.
Oh!
Wow.
Danny
Man, such a
Jackson.
beautiful-
I was going to say Danny Jackson gets together with, well, he gets together with, you guessed it.
Such a beautiful truck. Hate to see it tore up like that.
17 laps left to go here. So let's do this. Let's pick on one more driver here tonight. Well, we'll pick on as many drivers as we want to, but you know, we're gonna go ahead and bring the driver of that 16 truck up into the booth here. I'm assuming they're all gonna go down pit road. I feel like we have target locked. Maybe they might go down pit road. If I'm a bet man, and Mark or Greg McConey going down pit road. Here we go. Wholesale pit stops underway here. Maybe. No takers. Okay, Greg McConey came down pit road. Greg McConey, Blair Alleman, Timothy Weisbrand, Rick Seabrand, Andrew Schroeder, Steve Vest, Mark Mann, Aiden Torres, all down pit road, and it looks like Greg McConey's out on track. So we're gonna head and talk to the one and only 16 truck. Greg McConey, you're up in the booth. How's it going?
What's up, guys?
Hey man, look, long time no talk. You know, we always have a great conversation when we get together and chat it up, you know, talk a little bit of shop. But here you are, mired back there in that, in that 18th position, you know, and I'm so glad that we get the opportunity to chat a little bit. What's the truck feel like here tonight as you're making your way around this speedway?
I mean, the truck feels great. I certainly enjoy how it handles. There's a lot of grip. It's very stuck to the track. The big thing that I'm finding right now is it is so hard to make a run happen. It takes, you need 2 to 3 guys lined up, just pushing on each other in order to get enough of a run on that outside line. So we'll see. It's certainly enjoying the truck. Lot of fun with it. So we're gonna wait and see what happens from here.
Absolutely, and you don't get to do any league racing anymore, but you get to come out here and have a little bit of fun here on a Friday night. And like I told my broadcast partner Emmett, it's something spectacular to watch you go around any super speedway. But I tell Emmett all the time, it's like when Greg McConey's in a drafting race or speedway race, he almost acts as a coach with some of these younger drivers. Take us through that mindset and how you mentor a Corey Wright or Steve Sizemore who's never raced with you before.
Yeah, I mean, I do. You were mentioning my league races. I do one league race a week. But yeah, I love coming out here and doing these super speedway races with these guys. When I was up there up front with those guys, I wasn't even talking to them. I could anticipate what they were doing, so I was more than happy to just kind of ride and stick with them. But certainly when I'm with some other guys, it's, especially in a team, and you've been there with me. I'm talking to you so that way you know exactly what I'm thinking. I know what you're thinking. I can see when we're clear when I'm the pusher, so it's easy for me to see that and let you know where you need to go. And then, when we're pushing, it's, I'm trying to do the same thing, telling you where I want to go, where I want to stay, and hoping that you go with me.
Absolutely. Well, Greg, we're getting lined up 2x2. Noah's Ark style behind that iRacing.com base card. So we're going to get you back down to the Misfits, and hopefully we'll be talking to you on the other side.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it. Let's see what we can do from here.
All right, and that was the voice of the one and only Greg McConey. We're going to get him back down to the Misfits. There he goes. And we are getting ready to come back to Green Flag Racing. Only a handful of cars out of this one here, as Brett Bray has won the race of the beer stand. Truth Hope joining him there at the beer stand, along with Barry Nelson in that 196 truck. And I think that some of these guys' Christmas cards got a bit shorter.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, here we are, getting ready to come back to green. Corey Wright, Steve Sizemore on the front row. We're going to see what Steven Luttrell can do here from the inside of the fourth row with 14 laps to go. It's still too early to make that move. If I'm driving in this race, I'm not making the move until the back straightaway with 1 lap to go. Here comes Brendan Sanfilippo. He was looking along with Andrew Tuff. Here comes Steven. Oh, Brendan Sanfilippo says he's had enough of riding. He wants to go ahead and take command of this race. We are 3 wide, and Brendan Sanfilippo is stuck in the sucker hole.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Oh,
a big trouble. We got trouble. That one happening right in front of us. And that's going to bring out the second caution. And that's a byproduct of this racing here, especially this style of racing, where these guys are just essentially getting on the north side of crazy. Let's see what happened to Cody Carson. Oh man, Cody Carson goes for a ride. That double bubble is definitely popped, if you will.
Yeah.
These guys are under caution. Emmett, we're going to go ahead and take one more commercial break here, and then we'll be back. You won't miss a thing, as we're going to be side by side here on Sunday. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Racers Elite Truck Series race here, as we are having a special event going on right now, and 11 laps to go. I'm Alan Bergen. Joined with me into the booth, as always, Emmett Crow. Here's we had 11 laps to go. Steve Sizemore out in front, along with Corey Wright.
Sizemore's looking good on that bottom line.
You know, I can't disagree with that, and he's got a really good pusher now. We're going to come back to Green with 10 laps to go, and it's going to be a battle. I feel like Steven Luttrell's been strong all night, and so is Andrew Tuff. And those two drivers right now are in the captains. Now, I tell you what, Emmett, if Andrew Tuff can get hooked up with Steven Luttrell, that's going to be something special to see.
Yeah, definitely going to be something to see. Luttrell's been good on as a pusher. So if I'm Corey Wright, I'm liking who's behind me for sure.
I can't agree with you more. I think Steve Sizemore is the same thing as we get ready to come to the Geico restart zone. Back to green flag racing we go with the Racers Elite preseason to their full 10 Friday. 10 laps to go. And not where we want to be driving away from the second place trucking line.
Yeah, not where you want to be at all. But look at the top side getting on. They're getting hooked up with Sanfilippo, giving a shot to Luttrell, giving a shot to Wright. And that's pushing Wright actually to the lead.
Well, just to say that,
wow,
Steven Luttrell has just, shoved down the line and sent to the south side, or, on the top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Yeah, didn't think I had that one in me, did you?
No, I didn't. Oh, man. If they can just keep it clean to the white flag, make it a good run to the right. No more caution. Please,
Oh, we got some contact, and we are loving touching squeezing right here in the middle of this field. 3 cars on pit road for an extended stay like at a Motel 6. And I tell you what, Emmett, right now with 9 laps to go, there is more action than a Waffle House at 3 a.m.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a lot of action going on right now. But also, I think they need to pay no lines and keep their hands to themselves. Right
I like the reference. Well, we're a little bit forward here.
Oh, go!
Oh, no!
Oh, Steven Luttrell.
And the big one that's happening.
Big one. Unbelievable.
That's going to be a lot to unpack.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't even traveled. Let's start here.
Oh. Corey Wright just got loose. Somebody got into the back of Corey Wright. And that sent him into Sizemore. Oh, well, I don't think Luttrell has any. Oh my gosh!
Well, that truck's no longer hauling the mail.
Yeah, for real.
Oh. Steven did get he definitely got some minimal damage there. If any at all. He's probably going to go down and make a pit stop here. let's go to Corey Wright.
Man, I wish I was in this session. I could do the team communication.
Let's find Corey right here. Go back. It's almost like using side draft to touch, and then Steven Latrell did the rounded end of that bumper.
Yeah, I think that was a racing incident.
And we're gonna have 7 to go. And I tell you what, Emmett, we're gonna have a whole new race.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of new faces up here in the top 5. Terry Fennell, Chavez, and Yabrand. But Alan, it's looking like Steven Latrell is actually going to restart 5th.
So now we're gonna have a green-white-checker. And this 92 truck is going to be leading along with Terry Fennell.
Is that Yabrand in the 92, I believe?
Yes.
They're ever going to bring red flags to iRacing. Well, because you got to think about, like, they're doing, like, this realistic weather. And for, like, NASCAR, you know, well, I mean, unless it's a road course or short track, they don't run rain tires. But I wonder if they're going to do that. Or, like, you know, if there's a big wreck, extensive cleanup.
Oh man, could you imagine sitting
Yeah,
in
could you imagine? Oh, man.
Yeah, a red flag comes out.
I will tell you I'm excited about NASCAR 25 after what I've heard.
But you know what I'm excited about?
What's that?
The promo code to McConey Setup Shops, where you get 20% off your first month setups by hitting in the promo code at checkout. Racers Elite, capital R, lowercase racers, capital R racers, capital E Elite. Go put that Racers Elite promo code into the promo code when you check out at McConey Setup Shop, and then you will get 20% off your first month setup.
Wow.
And I mean, you could be winning tomorrow. You could be winning tonight.
Is that a subscription based?
That is a monthly subscription.
So you can get every setup
So
as long as you're subscribed for free.
No.
Okay.
20% off. So if you run the eNASCAR stuff, it's 20% off. So the eNASCAR setups are right around $40. So take 20% of 40, and that's your price. Unless they've gone up, I don't know. Nonetheless, we got 5 laps left here at Talladega, and guess who's up leading this one? That number 50 car. 18 spots to the good, along with Timothy Brand, or Wise Brand, or I'm sorry, I do apologize. Anybody with that's just one too many vowels, syllables. I mean, he's running a Hershey's paint scheme, so that makes
I
you
thought
want
it
to
was
compare.
I thought it was Ya Brand.
Yeah, Brand, yes, Brand. I don't know.
Is it?
Look, if you finish a second, I'll let you ask.
No, I'm not gonna. We'll see his name though.
Yeah.
All right, let's get. Alan, I'm more. I don't know if I'm more excited about this next 3 laps, or this promo code for Marconi setup shops. We're having fun with it. So you're telling me, if I put this Marconi setup in Marconi setup shops at checkout, I get 20% off for putting in Racers Elite in the promo code.
Yes.
Wow, that's a heck of a deal, folks. You can't beat that.
Right now, we are getting these guys lined up to get ready to go Green-White-Checkered. You know who the Savannah Bananas are?
Actually, my old baseball coach, he plays for the firefighters right now, but he started out before the firefighters came up. He was Savannah Banana himself.
So here's the thing. This weekend they're in St. Louis, right?
Uh-huh.
This was a show that was going to be around in April, and they had postponed it due to rain. So tonight, they tapped. So you're gonna have a special guest, right?
Yeah.
Their special guest tonight was Adam Wainwright.
I was thinking
Waino.
Pujols or Yadier Molina.
Waino
Wow.
tossed his signature curveball, then ended the inning with a flyout. A fantastic treat to a sold-out St. Louis crowd.
Yeah, they're so hard to get tickets for. Like I said, I'd like to go see my old baseball coach. He's a pitcher. He's the rodeo clown pitcher. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, right now we're getting these guys lined up 2 by 2. Noah's Ark's out behind it. iRacing.com pace car. Stephen Luttrell did not get too much damage on that last caution there, as he'll be lined up on the inside of road. Well, make that the inside of road number 1. And then he's got the 64 truck right behind him of Nick Sanchez.
Now what's up with live scoring? Because it's got him listed in 5th.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Rick Sanchez, that's the old Texas boy from San Antonio, right? I believe.
I believe so. But nonetheless, we're going to have 3 laps to go. So this is going to be a Green-White-Checkered. There we are. Here we go. Okay. I believe we've got it solved. So I think these guys are way around cars that have taken 1 too many laps.
Oh wow!
Either that or race control is going to be really, really busy.
All right, let's see who's gonna win this thing.
There's a guy goes through the start zone. We are back green and mean and ready to go. Stephen Luttrell on the inside line, pops it for 6 in the air. It's go time.
Yeah, it goes time as they get up through the gears as they come down the big Alabama gang backstretch. Here they come. Luttrell's gonna get a big shot. Luttrell gets a big shot, trying to get the lead as they come down the backstretch.
Down the backstretch, we got a car all the way on the apron. He cannot advance his position. He's got to give it back. They're loving. They're touching. They're squeezing.
Oh! Oh, he came up on the track.
No! Please stay green.
Oh, he saved it. He saved it. Here we go.
And that
Right
number
flag.
11 truck, Akari King Wright, is out to the lead. Popsicle 6 go down. The white flag comes out. We're racing back to check.
Trail getting a big shot on the outside. I don't know if they're gonna be able to catch him.
White flag is out. Stephen Luttrell needs a lot of things to go right.
This is a big block right there. Big block.
We're gonna keep it right here in the front.
I guess that was the most exciting.
No.
Oh, they're going to try to go 3 wide right
Andy
here.
Smith is going 3 wide. He's got Blair right behind him.
Here they go at the line.
And it's gonna be King crosses first.
Wow.
Live timing did all sorts of crazy things. There's Frank Chavez. I think these guys are still racing.
I think so too.
That's the big pileup. As live timing just did all sorts of craziness.
Yeah, definitely did crazy.
I got to send you on another mission to race control and find out our top 3 here.
All right, I shall return.
We are waiting to find out who our top 3 actually were. As it had shown Frank Chavez in the lead. All right, Emmett, who we got?
So they're still currently reviewing the top 3.
Too close to call. As live timing went absolutely berserk. This is crazy.
This is so dramatic. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Look, you only need we're gonna sell you the whole seat, but you're only gonna need the edge. As they are reviewing that finish here. Right now as it stands, Frank Chavez did cross the line. He would have been in first. So let's go back to that green flag here on that last restart. With 2 to go. As we are trying to get some clarification here. So Frank, Rick Sebring on the front row. Lap 8. Blair has come here.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna get a good shot right here. Oh, this is coming to the white flag. Okay.
At this
I thought
point,
this was-
Frank Chavez is way back here. Blair
So what-
Holloman is way up here.
Why do they have Chavez? That's what I couldn't understand. I was looking, I was like, In my opinion, I think you give it to Sanchez because I mean he did go across the stripe first.
Well, I mean, if you're... So, the 11 truck is Akari King White. So he did cross the line first.
Back it up.
Let's get a different view of it. Let's go to right.
Okay, so King
Here.
Wright is in the 11th.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Oh, here
let's
we go. This is perfect. Oh,
Let's-
yeah.
go to right here.
Pause.
And then we'll go to right here.
Slow her down just a hair. So we get it right there.
Oh, we went the other backwards.
The other backwards.
There it is right there.
Yeah, so he's going to be your winner. So what are they reviewing?
They're reviewing the end of the last restart.
So they're trying to say, so they're wow, that would be huge.
So Frank Chavez was all the way in the back with Terry Funnell. Apparently, according to the owner, they they were never told to wait or let the pace car go by.
Well, Blair Holloman is in the waiting room.
We're gonna go ahead and bring him up and let you talk to him. So I believe he is our third place finisher. So let's go ahead and get Blair Holloman in the booth for you, Emmett.
Blair Holloman, this is Emmett Krupp in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, guys, this might be the weirdest finish to a race I think I've ever been a part of.
That's
We had an interesting issue come out when that mega wreck happened. Since it technically occurred as we were coming across that start finish line, the pace truck comes out that lap. We actually have to lift to let the pace car in front of us, right?
Mhm.
Well, three of the drivers didn't, and when it cycled back around, they were technically a lap ahead, which is not correct at all. So we all stayed in our positions, and they issued the guys that tried to get an extra lap black flag, and we restarted there, and it was really weird. But the other people took the green, which is strange. Um, the replay that you're showing there, you actually got one more lap. Think you guys are going to be quite entertained with what happens going into turn 3, but we have another lap there. It's really weird. I've never seen a situation like this, except in an official. I've seen that happen once or twice, where you have a wreck right at the start finish line, and it tells you the pace truck's coming out, so like you get behind it. Some people will be up ahead, but normally you should lift. Like if the pack lifts, then you come back to it, and usually the game can figure it out, but it didn't figure it out at that time, which is strange.
Yeah, I think I was right here.
Here we are watching the replay right now, and
Oh my gosh.
a lot to unpack still. But nonetheless, Blair, before we get you out of here, is there anybody you want to thank, give a shout out to?
Yeah, tonight we were running with the Misfit Boys. I know Truth tonight got ended early. I always like talking with Truth, and it's kind of sad I didn't get to race with them too long. But, of course, Teft for putting on the race, Chantel being race control, and had the chance to race with Greg McConey tonight. He was cool to talk to. It was all in all a fun evening. Hopefully my dad got to watch it. If not, I'll make sure he watches it, because this is probably the weirdest ending to a race that I've ever been a part of.
Absolutely. Well, I believe that you had finished second, if I'm not mistaken.
Depends. The truck that finished first was technically black flagged, but I don't know if they gave it to him or didn't give it to him. I don't know. So I finished somewhere between second and first place. I couldn't tell you which one.
Well, once again, congratulations, nonetheless, on the podium here tonight, whether it be at the top or in the middle or on the last step, but nonetheless, look, we're sitting on pins and needles just like everybody else.
Yeah, I'm more confused than anything. I have no idea where I finished. I was just quite entertained with how it unfolded.
Absolutely. Well,
At least it's a preseason race and not a points race.
Oh yeah, if it was a points race, this would be even more crazy.
once again, congratulations. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you guys. I'll see you.
That was Blair Holloman. I would say let's bring up Andrew Test, but I'm quite certain that he's just about on the north side of busy.
Yeah. Definitely. So that lap that we watched where we thought it was the white flag, the checkered, that was the white flag lap.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I have no idea.
Oh man. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
We're gonna bring out Chantel Paddles into the booth here, and I know she's super busy. We're gonna bring her up right now. Chantel, this is Emmett and Allen up in the SRM booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, look, what a crazy end to this race. Is there any insight that you can give us on what happened here?
Well, with the last wreck there, it was a miscommunication about the pace car. Three guys said they never got the black box to let the pace car by. They thought they had to go around to get it, and then we were trying to figure that part out, and it was a little bit of a mess there at the end of it.
Absolutely. So so we got a lot of drivers that don't know what's going on, and two boost guys that think they know what's going on.
Yeah, the top three though is the 32, the 27, and 04.
Okay. Well, we got that figured out. So, nonetheless, once again, thank you so much. As you have a thankless job in the room right below us, or in the virtual room right beside the broadcast booth. We can't thank you enough for everything you do 3 nights a week, and then you have to on a Friday night sort this mess out. But nonetheless,
Yeah, and it's a bit late for me too. It's 12:30, so
oh
Oh, wow.
no.
a little tired.
Yeah, you'll have that. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
thank you for everything you do. I tell everybody that race control is the next thing to lost luggage at the local airport. You just catch crap all day long. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, we're gonna get you back down to the race control, and then we'll finish out these interviews and get this one closed out.
Okay, thanks.
And that was our race control for the evening, Chantel Bottles. We're gonna go ahead
Where's
and
she
bring
at?
out.
If it's 12:30 there.
I'm not for sure, but it looks like Mark Mann and Corey Wright are not able to do an interview. So with that being said,
Let's
we're
bring
gonna
it-
go ahead and go over those final results one more time. So we finally got some things cleared up. That's qualifying. That. As we heard from Blair Holloman, Corey Wright, and Mark Mann will be your top three. As we heard from Blair Holloman, Rick Sanchez will finish fourth. Fifth, and rounding out your top five will be Steve Vest. The one and only Greg McConey. He'll bring it home sixth. Seventh to go to Andrew Tuft. Steve Castle will finish eighth. Ninth to go to Brandon Sanfilippo. Our Kari King Wright will finish 10th, rounding out your top 10. 11th to go to Stephen Luttrell. Rick Seabrands will finish 12th. 13th to go to Jimmy Reynolds. 14th to go to Frank Chavez. 15th to go to Timothy S. Brands. 16th to go to Dwayne Davis. Terry Fennell will finish 17th. 18th to go to Robin Young. Looking a little bit deeper in the field here. 19th to go to Steven Sizemore. Andrew Schroeder will finish in at 20th position. Looking outside the top 20 will be Rick Kennedy. Austin Norris will finish 22nd. Pete Polini will finish 23rd. Cody Carson will finish 24th. Dave Null will finish 25th. 26th to go to Danny Jackson. Adrian Torres will finish 27th. 28th will go to Jack Kelly. A little bit deeper in the field here. Mark Oisier will finish in the 29th position. Blake Davis will finish 30th. Davis Shively will finish 31st. Barry Nelson 32nd. Truce Hoke will finish in that 33rd spot. 34th will be Brett Bray winning the race to the beer stand. And Daryl Sukeli will finish 35th. A lot to unpack here tonight, but Emmett, I'm glad you joined me here in the booth. Can't thank you enough. And once again, make sure you head over to McConey Setup Shops. Enter in the promo code Racers Elite. Save yourself 20% on your first month subscriptions. And before we get out of here, Emmett, any final thoughts from tonight?
I'm still trying to piece together what happened, but that was a great race, and so they must have extended it a couple laps and we didn't know that. like the length. That's what I'm thinking, and that's why there was that extra lap. Don't you think so, Alan?
Maybe.
I don't know, but great race. Congrats to Blair Holloman. He didn't know where he was going to finish, and he ended up on top of the podium. So great job from Blair Holloman. And yeah, I'm ready to get this season started.
Well, as we get out of here, just remember that each and every day as you walk through the streets of life, please don't play in traffic. Good night, everybody.